Hello, I'm LaShawn, and if you're like me, scrolling through pages of documents is both time consuming and the least efficient way to gather pertinent information. I'm going to demo how to turn your PDFs into a smart assistant. In other words, I will demo how I optimize a RAG pipeline with an interactive RAG chatbot for document retrieval. My project focuses on mortgage documents, but this can be applied to other documents as well, such as resumes, health records, and legal documents. We will be looking at a lender fee worksheet. This is an example on the right of my screen, and this is a mortgage document. If you're wondering, what does RAG mean? Well, RAG stands for a Retrieval-Augmented Generation system that uses search technology to find relevant external data like you find in a PDF and feeds that information to a large language model. In our pipeline, I'm using Gemini 2.5 Flash. This combo generates an accurate, grounded answer instead of relying on its pre-trained knowledge. So, more than what you see, we get a lot of help from AI technology to give some a little time back and enable more efficient workflows. On the left, you will see my Colab notebook. I've scrolled down to the section where we run the chat box. As you can see, I did some preliminary testing on the application just to make sure that it works. Ask basic questions. Starting off, the chat box is going to just give a message and say that this is an interactive RAG chat box. It tells you what document we're using, and it gives a standard prompt, ask chatbot questions, or if you want to exit, type exit to end the conversation. So I type this question: what is the total estimated monthly payment? The chat box generated this response in return. And you just continue with the loop. The user asks a question, the chat box gives a response, and then it just restarts until the user exits out of the loop or breaks the loop. I did ask some questions or information that is not on the worksheet. Bus price. It prompted to say that it was not, on the sheet. Um, so this was my testing scenario, just to test out to make sure that if information is not there, that it responds appropriately. And I exit out of the loop and a message saying goodbye, and feel free to upload a document next time. I'm going to run the chat box to restart it. You see our first initial message pops up. I'm going to ask the question. And it queried back an answer for the total monthly payment. And I'm going to exit out to close out the loop, and that's the demo for how the chat box runs. Thank you for watching my demo.